developments in the soda wars. The company behind Pepsi says it's making a change after listening to the customer. PepsiCo announced it will bring back aspartame sweetener to one of its Diet Colas. That's about a year after taking it out. Fans complained about the taste of a replacement sweetener that's called sucralose.
In a statement, the beverage giant says, quote, consumers want choice in Diet Colas, so we're refreshing our U.S. lineup to meet differing needs and taste preferences. The change comes after sales of diet sodas dropped for the first quarter of this year. Diet Pepsi is down more than 10%, and rival Diet Coke dipped more than 5.5%. Mark Schatzker wrote a book about how flavoring affects our food choices. The Dorito Effect is published by Simon & Schuster, a division of CBS. Mark, good morning.
Morning.
This is very interesting because if you look at some of the biggest companies in North America and around the world, PepsiCo and Coca-Cola, diet soda, I mean, it's fallen off the cliff.
It's not doing well. Its volumes are down across the board, but down particularly for Diet Pepsi. So I think that's telling you, on the one hand, the sucralose experiment didn't work very well. On the other hand, the thing that's interesting to me is that this reminds me of New Coke and then Coke Classic.
Yes, exactly.
And I think, you know, when I feel old, it's when I look at the diet soft drinks aisle because there are so many. There's like Max and Free and Zero. And maybe this is like, okay, for everyone who's confused, here's something that tastes like diet drinks used to taste.
But the new formula with the sucralose was not as popular. People wanted the old formula back, the aspartame.
That's what they say, yes.
Do those ingredients make any difference in terms of our health, whatever?
Well, there's a lot of concern over aspartame. It's had a bad name for a long, long time.
But they got rid of it in the beginning because there were concerns about causing cancer. Does that no longer exist?
So there's always been fear. There was kind of an internet viral email that went around in the late 90s saying it causes things like multiple sclerosis. If you talk to the FDA, the CDC, they say there's really no evidence of that in terms of it, you know, causing something that we're really frightened of, like Alzheimer's or cancer. However, if you look at some of the emerging scientific data on artificial sweeteners, it does not paint a good picture. It's not going to kill you tomorrow, but the question is, what will it do to your body? Will it do to your health? Most people are making these choices in an effort to lose weight, to limit weight gain. Right. And when you look at the animal models, when you feed this stuff to pigs and to rats, it does the opposite. There's an association with diabetes and metabolic disease.
But it's my understanding those are incredibly large doses, and generally speaking...
No, those are not large doses. Those are, if you take two groups of rats and you give some access to artificial sweeteners and some not, the ones that eat the artificial sweeteners, they seem to lose their ability to gauge how many calories they're consuming. So they will eat more rat chow if they've had an artificial sweetener snack. So they refer to it as metabolic derangements. It's the idea that sweetness loses its meaning, that it's not a reliable indicator of calories, so the body doesn't really know what to do.
Does any of this have to do with the changing diet that's available in terms of drinks? Different kinds of drinks, different kinds of water have made people not like diet soda so much?
I think in part there's more choice than there's ever been, but I think in part there's also an emerging awareness that people really know that their food choices are having an impact. And the story for soda in general and for diet soda just hasn't been very good, and people are moving in different directions.
Yeah, and sparkling water sales are up huge, as we just showed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
So that's a ray of light. I mean, that's definitely a good choice, I would say.
So as a bottom line, it's coming back. It's okay to drink it.
I would say go for the sparkling water.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mark.
Are you a doctor? Are you Dr. Schatzker?
Thank you very much.
You are what you drink.
That's
right. Exactly.
Thank you, Mark.